Hi, I'm Cinnamon Cooney, your Art Sherpa, and today in a really short video, I'm going to explain to you everything you need to know about mixing the color brown hue. And this is really great if you don't have any paint on you that is brown, you're missing all your traditional browns, and you've got to come up with something in a hurry. But not only am I going to show you how to mix them, I'm going to tell you what my two favorites are and why. So get your paint, get your brushes, come back and meet me at this color mixing palette right now. I'm going to show you how to create brown with no brown. There's a lot of alternate ways to make brown as a hue, and I have put out common browns you might have in your paint: yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and burnt umber. I get asked how to mix these all the time, and I'm so happy to say that it's actually fairly easy to do with colors that you might not expect. Now, the first way to mix brown is black and red. If I were to take black and red, and I think this is the easiest way, I just mix these together, half red, half black. This is cad red and this is Mars black right here. This will work with most warm reds, and come right there and you can see I get a nice brown. It's not dissimilar for these browns. If you want it to be more rustic and closer to some of the red oxides, you would add just a little more red. If you want it to be darker, you would add just a little more black. And that is a great way to get a whole range of browns. Another really common way to get brown is to do complements. I know we always think of them as gray, but very often they will go brown. This is phthalo green and cad red, and they make a really gorgeous brown. I'm going to take half my red and half my green, and I'm going to mix them together. I find that to get the brown, I will be more red than green every time. If I add more red here, this is the cad red. You can see I get it more into that brown. If I add any yellow into that at all, I will start to get some colors that resemble yellow ochre or yellow oxide. Orange and green. Orange and green are a little bit more tuned in. So if you have orange and green in your paint kit, you can mix those together again and get a very nice brown. You'll find more orange or more red, just the same as before, will really get you there. If you want it to be a brighter brown, and I use this one a lot, you just go much more orange, as you can see here. If you want it to be darker, then you go much more green. A surprising one, and this is one that I think always surprises people, is dioxazine purple and cad orange. And really what we mean is any purple and any bright orange. So I'm going to take some orange over to my purple. We don't want to mix up my purple with black. And you can see that goes to a great brown incredibly quickly. Add any more purple, and we just get more and more there. Now, there is a tipping point when you add colors like purple, just because at some point, if you got enough purple, it's going to be purple, but this is a great place to start. Another great color combo that makes brown is ultramarine blue and cad red. Now, there's another combo that makes chromatic black, but these two together are well known for making some great browns. Get there. And you can compare these to the samples up top. If ever you're testing your paints and you want to say, oh, hey, is this going to mix it? It's good to have the samples of what you're trying to mix out so you can see if it's going to work, right? Have fun, test things out, see how they're going to go. Now, another common combo set is, of course, primaries. I have phthalo blue, cad yellow medium, and cad red, and I have ultramarine blue, cad red medium, and cad yellow medium. So on that, and you're going to like this, I'm going to take some phthalo blue, I'm going to take some cad red, I'm going to take some cad yellow, we're going to mix these all together. If you see it being more green, then you'll know that you didn't have enough red in it, and so you keep adding red. And what you will get is brown in pretty short order. So this first one that we have, we've got to keep going forward. There we go. We're getting a nice brown. Nice dark brown. If you want it to more into the burnt sienna, you would come in here and you would add more red. You can see it takes that right there, really distinctively so. You can add more yellow to it, and you're going to get right into the ochres really, really fast. It always surprises everybody how fast you can get into these colors just with a primary mix. You can always come in and add a little white and get some nice neutrals right in there, and like a nice little beiging color. There we go. Now we're going to do these. I like the ultramarine red yellow mix personally. That's generally my favorite, but I just want you to understand that this is going to work. We're going to go more red this time. Right, getting that in there, getting the blue until we get a nice kind of heading towards brown. The one that we're pretty familiar with. And then we'll get some yellow in there. And right away, and you can see why this is more my preferred mix for the brown ranges. I come in and work in yellow from the side. You're going to see we can get really into ochres very fast. And this is the reason that this one is kind of generally my preferred range to go, is because when I get into some white, you can see it goes tan or beige even more. It doesn't reveal graying out. It goes tan or beige. So to me, that's more useful. And I can always take the brown here with a little black and get into some deeper kind of earthy browns. So as you can see, sometimes if you're missing a tube of paint and you're like, man, there's a tree in this thing and I don't have any brown, look around your palette. Even if you have primaries, you clearly have a way to get to brown, any of the browns you would traditionally use. My personal takeaway favorite is Cad Red and Mars Black. I love that. And of the primary mixes of brown, I personally prefer Ultramarine, Cad Red, and Cad Yellow because I think they give us a truer brown that's easier to tint and shade with white and black. So be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I want to see you at an easel really soon.